Hello everyone, I hope you're doing great. This is Mai and welcome to our channel. In a previous video, I've shown you how I've planted pechay and mustard seeds. If you are curious to know what happened to the plants, then join me in today's video as I show you some updates of the growth of the plants and also some care activities I did prior harvesting. Okay, let's proceed. So this is day 16. I'm not sure if you can already see the plants, but they are still small at around 1 to 1.5 inches tall. I guess the plants could have been taller at that time. However, they have not been watered consistently, so it impacted their growth. Moving on. So on day 16, I applied urea fertilizer to help the growth of the plants. Ideally though, the fertilizer should have been applied at around day 12 or 13. This is how the fertilizer looks like. It is composed of small white granules. Since I have two rows of pechay, one on each side of the bed, I applied the fertilizer between these two rows. You have to be careful when applying so that the fertilizer does not touch the stalk or the leaves, because when it does, it might cause fertilizer burn. By the way, I bought the fertilizer from a farm supply in our area. They have it per kilo or per sack. I just bought 1 kilo since I do not need a lot. So here's how the garden bed looks after I applied the fertilizer. As you can see, I only applied a small amount. It did not cover the entire soil between the two rows. I'm not sure how to describe the ratio, but it's not too little but also not too much. Next is to cultivate the fertilized area. We have to be careful in doing this so as not to disrupt the growth of the roots. We have to cultivate it so that the fertilizer will be mixed with the soil. This way, the plants gain more nutrients at a faster rate and boosts plant growth at a shorter period of time. I'm not sure if you'll notice, but I did not let the cultivator go too deep into the soil. It's just enough depth so that the soil is lifted and mixed with the fertilizer. Up next is we water the plants. We do this to help liquefy the fertilizers so that it is quickly and easily absorbed by the roots. Just a segue, I skipped musical scoring for this video as I'd like to use the original background sounds when this video was taken. Let me know what you think though. And back to the plants. And we're done for the day. We are now at day 25 and thankfully the plants have grown taller. They are now at around 4 to 5 inches tall. But if you'll notice, there are some spaces in between the plants. Maybe some of the seeds did not successfully sprout, but that's okay. And here they are at day 37, taller, more lush, and ready to harvest. Yes, we are having our first harvest today. The leaves are not perfect as there are small holes due to insects, but that's fine.
Continue yung video.
Hmm?
Continue yung mga video.
Yun.
Here we are about to harvest. So I have a basin and a knife to cut the plant. We just cut it closest to the ground. We remove dry or yellow leaves as those are not already edible. From my planting video, I mentioned there that I have planted two varieties of pechay, one flowering and one non-flowering. That's why now we have some with flowers and some none.
Maala. Kita man makita rin. Makita.
We are not harvesting everything now, so I'm just selecting the biggest ones. Fortunately, the stalks are soft so they are easy to cut. I shared some to my sister, and the rest was our viand that night. By the way, thank you for joining me in today's activity where I showed you some updates of our Pechay plant. Also, I hope you have learned something from today's vlog. And lastly, if this is your cup of tea, you may want to consider subscribing. Okay, going back to the harvest. And now we're done. And ta-da! Here's our first harvest. And here's the one left for next harvest. So that's it for today's video. As always, thank you for watching and see you on the next one.